So welcome once again to the stead of From Zero Developer. This is lesson 16 and we're going to be adding a contact form to our table awesome layout. So as you can see, this is what we've been working on for about the past three tutorials. We've added a banner image to our fashion layout. We've added text about fashion. We use the H1 tag for this title. We used the p tags to add this content from Wikipedia. Now we're working on this green block here, which is where we want to put our contact form. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to add a header to the contact form. We're going to add a header to the contact form so that it looks original kinda. So I just do H1, just do H1, close that, and instead of contact form I'll just do contact us. That's clean, contact us. So let's refresh and see what we've done so far. So we have a contact us and it's in the center, and we're going to deal with that very soon, but let's just create our form, our contact form first. So first and foremost, we create the input tags. This is what we use to create text boxes. So we have type equals to text. Here we have a placeholder to guide the user on what to insert, which is his first name. Next, we just duplicate this, we copy this, and we paste it, and here we add last name. Next, what do we want to collect from the user? I want to collect his email address, so change this type to email, and here you can just change this to email address. Next, what we're going to collect from the user, okay, we're going to be using something called a text area. This text area is used for collecting large volumes of text, not just a first name or a last name, but a message. You use a text area for that because it's expandable, it's large, and we'll just add a placeholder to it. Just say insert message here. So yeah, we already have a form going on, and then let's just add one more thing. Let's just add a select field, something like select. I taught you how to do this, so it shouldn't be strange. Select. Now it will have options like let me show you now. Okay, we have option 1, close option. So we have operations, of marketing, we have sales, we have human resource. So this just gives you an idea of how to create your select fields. Just copy and paste this operations as the value. This value field is what a backend developer is going to use to know which option was selected by the user. But for now, just ensure to add it when you're creating your own web page front end. So I'm just creating the select field to make our form more interesting. You know what I'm saying? Make the form look a little more interesting. So if I refresh now, see operations showing up here, and you can see all the options showing up there, but it's on the same line with the email address, so we just break it down to the next line. Yeah, so it will come down on its own to the next line, and I guess we just have to break the text area too to the next line now. Okay, let's break that down to the next line. Let's break the text area down to the next line. Wow, this notepad doesn't spare me any formatting at all. Okay, yeah, so it's on the next line already, which is good, and we already have a contact form almost ready. Well, let's clean things up a little bit by putting BRs everywhere and let's see what's gonna happen. Nothing. So we need to add more BRs too. Let's give it more spacing for the form to look more original than it looks. Let's add more BRs to everything so that we can have more space. Yeah. This is manageable though. Now finally on this form, let me quickly add something. Let's add the button. I'll quickly add let's quickly add select or choose department. So if I do that, you see, so this is more explanatory before you select something on the form, on the contact form. Now this is okay, this already has placeholders, so you don't need to add any annotation to it. It just works. And what we do next is let's quickly add that button to submit the form. Oh yeah, and there's something I told you about, and I'm even guilty right now, so I'm just going to make sure that I do it before this tutorial ends, which is to add the form before we finish. So this will be type, the button is going to be of a type submit, and the value will be send message. Send message. But first, let's quickly add our form before I forget. Let's add our form attributes, which is the form. And I told you earlier that we should create an action and leave it empty, and a method, and also leave it empty. Next, we'll create the closing tag for the form, and we need to indent now. They are not on the same level, so we need to indent all these other ones so that they match. Yes, indent all these other ones. Indent all these other ones. Yeah, we're making progress, and our site is looking good. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Wow. So okay, this is supposed to be here. H1 and the form tag are on the same level, so that's supposed to be there. Just gives a little space, and you see we have a contact form on our simple web page that we need to break. Now we need to break the send message button to the next line. Forgot about that totally. So let's just do BRs do under BR. Just make it look really presentable. Yeah, so that's the send message. Now you see that the contents of this green box is always at the center of the box, but we want it to start from the top. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna work on this column, this TD that has a width of 32 and a background of green. We're going to tell it that align top. We're going to tell it to align top, for it to align, not even align, just V align, which is vertical align top. And let's see what's going to happen. Nothing. That means I spelled the V align wrongly. There is no hyphen, so it's V align top, and it's going to carry the contents to the top. And you see, making progress. Now what we need to do next is we need to take out this green. This green doesn't fit, does it? It doesn't. So we take out green, yeah, so looking pretty interesting, you know. People come up and they can add, they can send a message to us from this text area here. Can send a message to us, which is very interesting. Now let's see if we can play with the align of the column and see if we can push our contents to the center first. And I told you it's center, not center. It's not the new center, it's the old one. So this is what we get when we try to push it to the center. We can also push it to the right, depending, but you know our styling capabilities are limited because we're just using HTML. CSS would be perfect to style this to the desired effect. So let's just do right. See, it takes this to the right, and everything is to the right now. So we can have our contacts us form like that, and you know, I think I prefer it this way since it looks more organized than so what I can also do is I can push the choose operations to the next line, sorry, choose department to the next line, so that it's has more fitting. Oh no, not there. Not there at all. So close that, take this to the next line. Exactly. Let's see what happens. Wow, yeah, so this looks better. Our form looks better. Yeah, now what we can do is we need to add our advertisements to this layout here. So let's add our adverts to this layout. So we're going to be using some 3 of these images. We're going to take this, what should we take? Right, we'll take the PlayStation, we'll take let's take all the electronics. We'll take the Android Watch, the JPEG, we'll take the PlayStation, and we'll take we just take either the shoe or, oh, it's a fashion site. Wow, I forgot. So wow, definitely we'll take the Android Watch, we'll take the cap, and we'll take the shoe. So we have Android Watch, the JPEG, we have the NY cap, the JPG, I have the Timberland 2, the JPG. So they are almost all JPGs. We have to look for the space, which is the 81, 82. What we need to do here is we just need to add an image here. IMG Okay, src. Yeah, so we have the images slash layouts slash the Android watch dot jpeg or eg. Now if you're having difficulties, definitely there is a comment section at the end of, so the Android watch is there now, taking over almost all the whole space. Yeah, because we don't have number 2 content yet, so let's quickly get that into focus. Let's add another image to the space of the column. Let's add another image to this column. So next we'll have a cap, ny cap, the jpg. Let's do that, ny cap the jpg. So let's refresh. See ny cap taking over that whole space. And next we'll just see, there's going to be a little distortion, but we need to resize our images for them to fit accurately. So next we have the Timbaland 2.jpg. So Timbaland is very big, so you know we must resize the images for them to fit. So all hope is not lost yet. So let's do those. Width equals to 320, just like this containing size of the column. We do that to here. We do that to here. 320, 320, 320. And when we refresh, you see that everything fits and everything is looking good. And this looks like a site that's about to do a lot of business already. Okay, what we're going to do is I can figure that the images are quite stretching the layout a little bit, so we might just take a width of 310 instead to make sure that everything is intact. Yeah, I can see this yellow background. It means that some things are actually pushing the layouts out of proportion. Now you see that everything is back to normal since we reduce the size of the width of the images. So now we're going to take out this pink background and everything is just going to look really white. And this concludes module 1 of our tutorial from Zero Developer. Endeavor to like our page on Facebook. So let's go refresh that, and you see that, oh, look at this, man. I might even prefer the row having these images come before the original fashion and all that. So let's see what we can do here. Just copy this last row, Control X, you cut it and you paste it before this other row here. Yeah, so it's going to come before the others, and let's see how it looks now. So this is what happens. So the shoes coming before the no, I don't think I like this. We'll just revert back to what we did before. Just Control X and paste it here once again. Our next module, I will be teaching you how to use CSS fully to create even more beautiful web pages. You see, with just HTML we could do this, and I think it's awesome.